Hi everyone, Mary here. Welcome to my bathroom. If you are tuning in today, this is a visual demonstration that's connected to the podcast episode that's all about face oils and oil cleansing. So this particular clip is going to be taking you through how I oil cleanse. So oil cleansing is something that I love to do. I do it twice a day, AM and PM. And it's one of the best ways to really introduce face oils to your skincare routine, especially for newbies. And the reason why is because oil cleansing allows you to remove any excess oil that your skin does not need, which prevents you from using too much oil. So I am going to be using, and this is what I always use in the morning, my Timeless Beauty Oil from Conscious Beauty Rituals, which is my own holistic beauty line. It's made with all organic ingredients, non-GMO, and it's made with jojoba oil, fractionated coconut oil, rosehip seed oil, Himalayan sea buckthorn berry oil, and essential oils of frankincense, lavender, and geranium. So I've formulated this oil to be detoxifying and also anti-aging. Okay, so it's really going to set in a lot of those really amazing omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin A, vitamin C, essentially all the nutrients that your skin needs to retain moisture, to increase cellular turnover, and to reduce free radicals. And there you go, I'm dripping oil. So what I did is I basically used half a dropper. Let me show that to you again. I used this much. I put it in the palm of my hand. And then what I'm going to do is just rub them together to activate the oil. When you warm up the oil, you activate it. All right, so you're gonna get a lot more benefits, see a lot more benefits from the oil. And I just kind of gently massage it onto my face. When you are massaging oil on your face, you don't want to pull on your face, right? You want to make sure that you have enough oil so you don't have to pull. And you want to just do gentle strokes. Never, ever, ever forget your neck, because your neck is connected to your face. And what I'm doing here is I'm just waking up the skin, okay? There's a lot of energy that gets stagnant, right, as you're sleeping. So you want to move that energy around so that it doesn't cause blockages in your face or tension. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So you're getting a really nice massage, and you're also cleansing your face of any sweat buildup, you know, like our pillowcases, right? People think that as we sleep, you know, we don't accumulate dirt or oils, but we do, especially if our bodies run hot. Like if you're the type of person who sweats at night, it's really important to wash and cleanse your face in the morning. And using an oil is wonderful for that, because you are indeed cleaning your face, but you're not drying it out. You're not stripping it of its natural oils. And I also explained this in the podcast episode that this is attached to. So if you didn't catch that, make sure that you do. I'll be adding it into the description below. So I love to do circular motions here to increase blood circulation, where I know I'm gonna build forehead wrinkles, just because that is how my expression goes when I do this, right? So getting oils in there will further moisturize that area, preventing it from getting drier, because when your skin is dry, then you increase the likelihood of developing wrinkles. And then when you are stimulating that area, you're stimulating blood circulation, which means that fresh blood, fresh oxygen is going on to that area to further nourish it even more. I do this because sometimes this is where we get a lot of tension around our eyebrow area. I do this here. You know, a lot of times people rush through cleansing and they miss out on this important step. Cleaning your face takes time. It doesn't have to take an hour, but I would recommend you do at least 5 minutes. Again, these are the lines I'm bringing circulation to. And then sometimes if I feel tension in my jaw, I'll just go ahead and massage that. A move that I also love is this. This is where our lymph nodes are, right here. So I'm stimulating the lymph nodes to do a little bit of lymphatic drainage. And then I like to drain everything down to get all the fluids out. Remember, you never want to tug on the skin. We have some lymph nodes here too. All right, so the next step after I'm done massaging the oil onto my face is I'm going to take some warm water, room temp, so warm water, not hot. You never want to put hot water on your face. It's going to give you hyperpigmentation. So have some water on my hands and I'm just going to do this. I'm emulsifying the oil to mix in with the water. And this is where the cleaning action happens. What this is doing is now you're replacing the oil from your face with water. So when I use a towel to wipe it off, it's going to get all of the dirt, the sweat off my face. The oils that built up, right? It's gonna take all of that out. And the reason why you need oil and you don't just go straight to water is because water cannot attract or lift oil. Oil can lift oil. Like attracts like. This is what you do. Keep doing this until you feel like you've replaced most of the oil that's on your skin with water. And honestly, since I've started oil cleansing and not using conventional cleansers, my skin has transformed so much. It's gotten a lot softer. I haven't broken out. Brighter, smoother, so much healthier. I mean, look. I'm 35 years old and I don't really have wrinkles under my eyes. Okay, so I think I've had that enough. I'm gonna use a clean towel. I'm gonna wet it with, again, room temp to warm water. And this is where you wipe everything off. You're gonna wipe off all the excess oil that you don't need, all the dirt. This is really satisfying when you're wearing makeup because you can just see everything coming off. Make sure you do your neck make sure that you use a soft towel. Cotton, microfiber is really good because you don't want to scratch your skin. Your skin is very delicate, it's beautiful, so treat it with care. And you're gonna see, you know, this is the oil, right, that I don't need. My skin did not need to absorb. Just rinsing it again. I like to be thorough. And this is why I say oil cleansing is one of the best ways to introduce face oils, because you really can't go wrong. Like, you can't put too much oil. You can't over oil your face when you're doing oil cleansing, because you're gonna be taking it off, right? You're gonna be taking anything that your skin does not need. And if you're ever in doubt, look at your towel. You'll see that. Okay. Now my skin feels so soft, yet so clean at the same time. And it does not feel dry, it does not feel tight. It feels moisturized, it feels loved, it feels nourished. And that's how your skin is supposed to feel like, okay? So now I'm just going to basically continue with my AM routine, and then I'll be back to show you how I use the oil as a nourishing boost for my moisturizer. All right, beauties, I'm back, ready to show you how I use the Timeless Beauty Oil as a nourishing boost to my moisturizer. So today I am using Biosense Squalene Omega Repair Cream. I love this moisturizer because it's just so nourishing, hydrating, but it's not super heavy. It's actually pretty light. And I just love the way it leaves my skin. So I'll put a little bit of it on my palm. I think even that one is kind of too much. A little goes a long way with that one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same Timeless Beauty Oil. I love how versatile this oil is. I'm going to put, I usually put 1 to 2 drops. Today I'll put 2, just because the weather is colder, and when the weather is colder, it's drier on the skin, and I am going to be spending a bit more time outside today. So it looks just like that on the palm of my hand, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them together. Again, this activates the oil and it mixes it together very nicely. And I'm just gonna pat it on my cheeks. I always start with my cheeks because I am oilier on my forehead and on my nose and on my chin, the T-zone area. And then after I apply it on my cheeks, I apply this hand all over my neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck, some parts of my chest. And then I'll take whatever's left over on this hand and apply it to the rest of my face. And I also apply it on my lips. That's another thing about oil cleansing. Oh my God. I also apply oil on my lips. And I swear to God, my lips have not been as healthy as they are now. They used to get super chapped. I used to always have to put on lip balm all day long. And now I don't need to. I mean, granted, I'm also drinking enough water. I'm more mindful of that. But I think the fact that it gets nourished twice a day, every day, with these yummy oils is really helping. All right, and that's it. And then as an extra step, I love to use a face mist just to kind of set it off or set it in. I love OG's Luminous Botanical Face Mist. That is my favorite. I'll make sure to leave the code below where you guys can get a discount on your first purchase for OG. Because I am an ambassador for them because I love their products. Just pat it, and that's it. That is how you use an oil as a nourishing boost for a moisturizer. And then if you do want to use the oil just by itself, I recommend that you do that before you put on your moisturizer if your moisturizer is heavier than your oil. If your moisturizer is pretty light, then you could do the oil last, okay? And this is how I usually do that. Again, I'm gonna use my Timeless Beauty oil. I usually just need 2 drops really, 2 to 3 drops. If I'm using this for, I'm gonna use gua sha, you know, I'll usually use 2 drops. Sometimes I might not need a moisturizer, depending on the weather, if it's hotter. And I just use like 2 sprays of the mist, and you can see it on my palm. Mix it together, okay? Mix it together. Oh, and make sure that your face is actually damp when you apply oil onto it as well, because oil absorbs better on damp skin. If you've ever tried applying oil on skin that's dry, the skin will not absorb it as quickly. So just, you know, wet your face with toner, put some toner or mist on your hands, and then just pat it onto your skin, okay? Pat it the same way that I patted the moisturizer with the oil. I'm not gonna do that on my skin on my face because I have enough moisture on my face right now, so I'm just gonna put it on my chest. I'm gonna put it on my hands, right? But that's basically how you would do that. And that's really it, you guys. Those are the ways that you can apply oil, face oils, on your face. If you have any questions, feel free to jot it down in the comments below. Make sure that you catch the podcast episode that is all about this topic if you want to learn more about face oils and oil cleansing, its benefits, all the myths, all the do's and don'ts. Check it out. It is called the Conscious Beauty Podcast, and it's available on all podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, make sure that you share so that we can get this information out to more beauties like you. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.